Welcome back everyone, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. In we go. The first floor. The root of Gensokiya's great tree. So this is the inside of the great tree. The greenery seems to stretch out forever. A forest within a tree. I suppose it wouldn't be too odd to find a small forest growing inside of such a huge tree, but actually seeing it with your own eyes, it feels like all I can do is shake my head and laugh. I bet I'll have a stupid grin on my face for the next 3 days when I remember this before I go to bed. Really? For me, it's also normal that it's kind of disappointing. Yep. Yeah. Find one mysterious super huge plant, get all fired up and go inside, and all that's waiting for you is a forest with a lot of soil and grass. Or something that makes no sense from the outside. What's inside, it makes way too much sense. It would have been better if there was a place with boiling magma, or some space-like atmosphere, or something else appropriately crazy. Spare me from that, please. Reimu and Marissa are, how do I put this, extremely experienced with incidents. Their perspective is much different from ours. As the bastion of common sense, we'll have to do our best to keep them in line. I don't mind if you want to be a bastion, but you better be as helpful as one in battle. I was just temporarily overawed by the sight of this place. Of course I'd be helpful in battle. My skill is nothing to scoff at. My skill is plenty to scoff at, and I doubt I'll be anything more than a liability. Can I go home now? No. Nah. You, a grown man, want to leave behind frail and defenseless young ladies and return by yourself. What a heartless person you are. Who exactly qualifies as a frail and defenseless young lady here? What are you trying to insinuate? Nothing. You're reading too much into it. Come on, Keen, stop glaring at him so that we can get started. Alright, and here we are. So some differences. For one, we always have a mini-map. And we can pull up our map anytime we want. The other thing is you can actually see pretty much every key point on the map, with a few exceptions. You won't be able to see shortcuts, as far as I can tell. At least not until you get within a certain range. Other than that, it's essentially just like the same map. And we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of walking. Try to remember where I'm supposed to go. Fortunately, I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. Well, I found an item. Obtain main equipment, Cypress Stick. Is that who am I looking for? I'm trying to... Oh yeah, you would be. That voice is... Hello, it's been a while now. Well, if it isn't Aya, what are you doing here today? Never mind, you Crow Tengu love these kind of scoops. You're always there when you can get a scandal-like article. And even more for this kind of news story. The truth is, I wanted to come here even earlier. I was preoccupied acquiring information on another bit of good news I had heard, which ended up delaying my investigation of this incident considerably. What's the big deal with being a bit behind schedule? That delay means the rest of the Crow Tengus reached here before I did. They're probably at the floors above by now. This head start they have will be hard to make up. Ah, that's right. There's a lot of you paparazzi. Guess you lot have your own pressures. So, do excuse me while I can start my comeback rally now. I've got some catching up to do. She's all fired up. And there you go, that was Aya. Alright, I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. I mean, I've been through this place before, and I'm trying to remember how to get to one particular person. But it looks like I'm failing miserably. Anyway, right next, below the minimap, there's a percentage. That percentage is your chance of encounter. It increases as you travel. It's just like in the previous game. I think that's who, actually, I think that event down there is where I want to go. Alright, so just like before, you have the ATB bars and all that good stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and unload my strongest attacks. Oh, killed one. Yeah, crow nuts are very annoying to deal with in the early game. Next history. 0 damage. Awesome. Here, battle command. Also, oh, good thing that missed. Generally, combat's just the same. You got attacks, spells, swapping, concentrate, which gets you back MP. and you can run away. Running away will drain your stamina a lot more quickly. Oh, this guy's so annoying. Let's try this spell. Does this work? Nope. Well, I missed. There we go. Well, I used a lot of MP to kill that stupid crow nut. Anyway. So, that was our first battle. It ain't too bad if we're careful. It wasn't too bad because of you all. I couldn't do much at all. You managed one way or another, but it gets pretty rough when they start attacking. It'll be best if we take the initiative and use spell cards to take out the enemies before they attack. Not like I can do that either. Well, even if we take damage in battle, we'll recover after we're done with it. It's okay, don't worry. Alrighty, let's go. Let's keep the beat going. All HP that was lost in battle will be recovered after it. If a character was downed in battle, he will come back to the party with their HP full recovered. However, for characters that recovered HP after being defeated, a large amount of stamina will be consumed to bring them back. Down characters will lose 10 stamina, and other characters will lose 1 to 5 depending on their HP left. Essentially, if you're at full HP, you'll lose only 1 stamina and so forth. And in this game, dying doesn't mean you have to go back. Dying just means that person lost 10 stamina, which will usually mean they'll go back, because they'll probably have no stamina left. Stamina acts as a motivation for characters. If their stamina go down to 0, they will be demoralized and return to Gensokyo by themselves. By reducing the amount of damage taken, you can reduce the amount of stamina consumed. It's one way to extend your exploration. So, one thing this game does is it does a very thorough sort of tutorial. Some stuff it kind of can do with explaining a little bit sooner, but it at least makes the effort. Alright, I'm trying to get to some of these events and I'm failing miserably. Oh, I know what this event is. Well, I guess I'll say hi to you. Hey, Reimu, over there. What? Gah. I'm jealous. So jealous. If it isn't Parsi, why did you leave the underworld to come here? It's not like I like to go out. I was on the upper tier of the underworld when all of a sudden massive roots sprouted forth and stretched down to the bottom of hell, blocking the way back down. I had no choice but to go up instead. Really? How can people carry on their life up here with such a bright light shining on them like this? I'm so jealous. I see, that must have took a toll on you. Oh, I thought you came out here to attack humans. That's good. That's good. I was just about to exterminate you. There's something I wanted to hear about. What is this great tree? Since when did something like this become enshrined on the surface? We don't know either. It grew like crazy here all of a sudden. Just a little while ago, it was really surprising. That's it. I just thought of something good. And that's how it is. So it looks like every yokai have been coming to this tree. After all, it looks pretty interesting. Every yokai, how interesting. That sounds... I'm so jealous. I know, right? I see. That's how it is. We're also planning to scale this tree to do something about it. Want to come along? With this tree and its roots going all the way into the depths of the underworld, the monsters in the tree who waltz around like they own this place and yours, and all these yokai inside enjoying themselves, don't you want to beat them all up? Just quit it. I've come here just a little while ago, and I'm still being jealous of the light that shines so brightly up here on the surface. So yes, that is Parsi. For those who are not familiar about Parsi, she's from subterranean animism, and she's essentially the green-eyed monster. She gets very, very jealous. What? You're still around? Well, excuse me for being here. By the way, Parsi, did you change your mind? Do you want to come with us now? We can kick the crap out of the monsters inside who strut around with a smug look on their faces and ruin the mood of all the yokai in high spirits. Let's do it. Don't feel like it. The requirements to get Parsi to join your party is you have to have 12 people. Right now we have 4. Alright, I am going the wrong way. Alright, blow up everything, please. Oh, I cast the wrong spell again. I'm an idiot. Oh wow. Not doing so well. Battle command on you. Alright. Now, something to note in this game is you get bonuses for consecutive battles, and they do add up pretty quickly. Oh, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot. There is a skill I want to learn, and I can't learn it here. Awesome. There's a skill I need Rinnosuke to learn. I should have spent his skill points. I apologize for being an idiot. Can I get... I'm trying to get to a certain event, and I'm failing miserably. Alright, I'm just gonna run away. I'm not gonna deal with that right now. Wah! What's that? That's a crying voice. I guessed as much. Wah! So, it's the cursed tool this time. The human part, at least. Hey, you! Didn't you always have an umbrella with you? Let me explain. It's not with me cause... Nah, let us guess. Since humans aren't surprised by you anymore at your usual place, you decided to try your luck in the Great Tree. You wanted to surprise someone here, but the monsters beat you black and blue, and your umbrella got stolen instead. Your bruises make it easy to guess. Nailed it. I don't get it. She's an umbrella, Tsukumogami. No? How can she be here crying when they took her body away? Come on, help me out. Get my umbrella back from these monsters. No way. No way. If your umbrella was stolen, do you know where it is now? I don't know. That's even more annoying. So, as expected from a sequel, there are a bunch of new characters. As you saw, there was Parsi, and then there's what's-her-face. I completely forgot her name already. Which is too bad, because she's kind of interesting. Especially in this game. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and grab ourselves an item. Cantrip book. Go ahead and equip that for now. So this is a sub-equipment. Gives you plus 12 magic. Book that records all sorts of troublesome things. It might allow you to use all sorts of status attacks, or it might not. Okay, so I failed miserably in finding what I was trying to look for. That's okay. So what instead we're going to do is, first things first, we're going to go back out of this dungeon. Well, that was our first run inside that tree. The enemies sure hit hard. In battles, we should aim to defeat them before they can hit us. However, if we go all out like that from the beginning, we'll run out of gas quickly. Well, it can't be helped for now. We're not used to exploring after all. As we recruit new members, get stronger, become luckier, and chip away at it, our exploration area will little by little become wider as well. I guess all we can do is keep going at it. By the way, for some reason it feels like the enemies aren't a target ain't target us equally. Whatever. Enemies ain't target us equally when attacking. Am I just imagining things? You're not. The enemies tend to attack characters that they have an easier time reaching. Characters in front of the party will be targeted more often. Conversely, characters in the back will be targeted less. Amongst our current group, the shopkeeper and I are a little tougher than Reimu and Marissa. It might be best to put us at the front using the formation option, to offer Reimu and Marissa a little more protection. Well, I'm also the worst at defeating the enemies. I'll at least be a tank. If I'm just sitting there uselessly while you girls are shielding me, I'd have trouble sleeping at night. Oh, well said, Corin. We'll be relying on you. The target for an enemy's attack during combat is largely influenced by the position of the group in the front line. In short, enemies are inclined to attack the leftmost character. Physical enemies especially show this tendency. Thus, characters with high HP and defenses should be at the utmost left, with more fragile characters at the right. This reduces the chance of them being killed by normal enemies. Controlling who the enemy attacks is very important in battle. Make sure your front line is well organized at all times. In other words, don't have Reimu or Marissa in your front line, or at least in your left slot. Did I not get an achievement yet? Guess not. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and save real quick. Now, I did forget to do something, so let's go ahead and do that now. Rinnosuke, you actually have skill points I want to spend. There is Gensoku Shopkeeper, which increases your drop rate of items, and Eagle-Eyed Shop Owner Saka, which increases the amount of money. We're gonna go ahead and start it with items, because we're gonna need it. And there you go, it's now level 3. So now I get a plus 12% drop rate on items. Now the second thing I'm going to do is going to be a little weird. Let's go ahead and go to Human Village. I'm going to go ahead and How do I get rid of you? Oh, it's the A key. And there. Alright, I think we're just about ready. Let's go ahead and save again. Dumpty dumpty dum. Now something that's a bit different in this game compared to Labyrinth of Touhou, but the first one anyway, is... Let's see, what am I trying to get to? Let's go ahead and go say hi to another character. Oh, wait a minute, is it here I'm supposed to go to? I am failing miserably I'm failing miserably at everything. In this game, normal attacks are actually slightly better. Normal attack is based off your highest stat. So in the case of Marissa, she'll actually use her magic attack and not her physical attack when she does normal attacks. Full wipe. Oh no, we died. Now, in Labyrinth of Touhou 1, whenever you got a full wipe like that, or lose your front row, if you ever lose your entire front row, you lose, even if you have people in your back row. In Labyrinth of Touhou 1, if you died, essentially, it was a game over and you had to load from your last save. In this game, it just kicks you back to town. And there's achievements that involve dying. So, for dying once, and we get the following reward. We get $100. Now, something that happens whenever you get achievements is it'll automatically reveal a little bit more about the achievements that are adjacent to it. So now we know that if we have more than 100,000 money at once, we would get a Kananoki Koban, whatever that is. If we escape from battle 200 times, we'll get 2 swiftness gems. And if we get defeated 12 times, a meddlesome person will come. So that's why I switched to one person. I want to die 12 times. But I didn't want to completely just go off screen. So I'm going to go ahead and use this time just to explore and then die a bunch. Granted, once I get as far as I can, I'll definitely off screen the rest of them. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. We're just gonna reveal everything, just like in my original my playthrough of Labyrinth of Touhou. I am gonna show all my traveling, so get used to it. What's that over there? Oh, if it isn't Rainbow. Oh, and Marissa and the secondhand shop owner too. Hey, we ain't extras over here. What would you all be doing entering this place as a group? I could ask the same thing. What are you doing here? As for us, we're doing the usual, sticking our neck into trouble because it looks interesting. Ah, yes, that was entirely what I expected. Rainbow and Marissa really do give off that impression to everyone else, huh? Anyway, enough of that. What about you? You don't seem to be the sort to stick your neck into this mess. It's not like I came to this place because I wanted to. Lady Yuko got really excited since this gigantic tree appeared just when she was feeling bored. She was going on and on about how she wanted to give this place a visit. She kept telling me things like the journey to becoming a worthy swordswoman begins with a search for an appropriate sword, which will also polish your skills. So Youmu, go look for that sword in that tree, and so on. Were you trying to imitate Yuko's voice just now? Ah, did it sound like her? Nah, not really. Anyways, you came here to do as you were told, then? Of course not. No one could cater to Lady Yuko's ever whim. And besides, I already have my Rokonkin and Hakuroken. I just happened to come here to kill some time, enjoy the cooling atmosphere, and return to Hakogyokuro after. The garden still needs cleaning. Rokokin and Hakuroken. Those are the 2 swords you carry with you, the long and short one? Yes, they're both very good swords. If we aren't seeing things, your short sword, the Wakizashi, is nowhere to be found. No, I have left it over here. Huh? What? No, that's impossible. Wait, really? My Hakuroken's gone. What? No way. You know, for a swordmaster to not be able to keep an eye on her sword, you may still be a provisional swordmaster, but it's still pretty embarrassing, don't you think? No, it's different. It was really there just a moment ago. This can't be happening. Where's my Hakuroken? Well, good luck. Well, wait, please look after it with me. Sorry, can't do. We got places to go. Where is it? So, Youmu's sword is, or Wakizashi, is missing. That little nut throw that the nut eaters do has a chance of causing shock, which can have your ATB bar. Yay, achievement! Got ourselves an energy gem. I'll go ahead and show off the achievement, because I'm not sure what it was. I think it's, traveling. Yep, walk a total of 200 steps. You may finally get to the next town. Also, all these things have little quotes. Even if everyone gets defeated, all that happens is a forced return to Gensokyo with no real penalties. Whip as much as you want. So yeah, you don't lose anything from dying, which is nice. Just to quickly show off special items. As you can see, we have the treasure key, and then there's these energy gems, which will increase your maximum stamina to whoever uses them. Each of these stat items can be used 10 times per character. But you have to find them first, which can be a bit more difficult. Anyway. Alright, we're already 21 minutes in, we still got more exploring to do. Alright. We found some sort of tunnel at the end of this wall. Looks like we can go through the other side. Shortcut. Some of them are one ways, some of them are not. Hey, wait, Rumia, look, on the other side of the grove. What? Oh, that. On the other side of Rainway's group location was a mysterious floating black orb wandering aimlessly. What's there? That's Rumia, a yokai that can manipulate darkness. She collects the darkness around and forms a bubble of darkness around her, but it seems to blind her as well. Quite the eccentric yokai. I wonder if she can hear me if I call her from here. Hey, Rumia! Well, huh? Someone called? Oh, I bumped my head. I can't see in front of me. Aw, ow. Looks like she went somewhere else. That was predictable. Okay. And that's pretty much it for here. Kill me. There's a little bit faster way of getting killed 12 times. I will show it off towards the end of this video, I believe. We'll wipe. So what is that, 3 deaths? Let's see. Doesn't seem to show it here. Alright, well, let's keep going. I could run away from fights to get a little bit further, but like I said, this is this little achievement of getting killed 12 times, definitely worth your time. No questions asked, it's worth it. Okay, I think I'm going the right way. Yes, this is the right way. Ah, here we go. Oh my, hey Marissa, in front of us, isn't that a Tengu? Yeah, I think I saw that girl before. What was her name again? Eh? What? Where did that Tengu go? I'm here. Wow, you startled me. How did you get so close? Ah, I remember now. You're Momiji, one of the yokai mountain's guardians, aren't you? Being called a guardian is a bit too much. I'm just part of the patrol. So, what would a patrol Tengu be wandering around here for? The Great Tengu ordered us to investigate the Great Tree instead of patrolling the mountains. I wouldn't have come to this place otherwise. Aren't the Crow Tengu already doing that? That is quite likely, but they are doing so in hopes to get their hands on a scoop first. I'm here because I happen to pull the short straw. Ah, I see. In any case, I will be going back shortly. Humans from the village won't approach this tree, and strong humans and yokai are coming in for a bit of fun. It's more or less as the Great Tengu predicted. Oh my, going home so soon? Since you're already here, perhaps explore this place with us. You'll probably get more direct information that way, you know? I'm sorry, my duty was only to patrol. Besides, the Crow Tengus will surely return with more information anyway. Though I don't know how accurate the information would be. Those Crow Tengus like gossip way too much. What proof does anyone have that their information will be correct? And besides, those Crow Tengu only care about getting news for the other Crow Tengu for their next edition. Right. Compared to these crows, the information coming from the very serious White Wolf Tengu will be much more reliable, isn't that right? And the Great Tengu told you that the Great Tree is a higher priority, right? I bet patrolling the mountain is a real bore, especially after getting involved with a major incident like this. That's true, and the Crow Tengus would probably prioritize making their newspaper over actually reporting any accurate information they get. You're pretty good at winning people over. The Great Tengu never did say to make haste in your report, I guess. Putting things that way does have a certain logic to it. I'm willing to help you for a while then. Sweet, we're in your hands then, Momiji. Momiji Inubashiri join the party. For the time being, I will stand by at the human village. Call for me there if you need my services. Okay, so that was the person I was trying to find. I was trying to find Momiji. I'll go over Momiji in a little bit. For right now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you one thing. This game actually tells you about this this little trick around floor 3 or 4. But you can actually do it anytime. So if you hit the M key, if you look over at my encounter percentage, it's now 200%. Hitting the M key will make your next step always an encounter. So in this case, go in our encounter. Well, you're dead. That little sting attack did poison, by the way. Anyway, another wipe. My party's getting bigger. Way to go, Mari. What did you just make me say? Nuh-uh, that was all you. Anyways, it's good to have more allies, but only 4 people can be in battle at once, yeah? Is there any reason to get more allies than that? Of course there is. Only 4 people may participate in battle at a time, but you can still bring 8 others with you. The more people you have, the more battles you can endure, and the wider you can explore for each run through the Great Tree. Furthermore, people resting in the back lines during battle will slowly recover HP and MP. If someone's spent, you can shift that person to the back, where they'll slowly heal back to up until they recovered enough to fight on the front lines again. Though we don't quite have enough party members to do that kind of rotation, so don't worry about it yet. Just continue on as you are now and give it more thought once we're up to 8 or so party members. Sounds like it'll be best if we make full use of the advantages of having more people, or having many people to work with as we progress onwards. By the way, this might sound a little naggy, but do take note that you have to go to the human village and switch your party around to add new party members to the exploration team. Make sure to give the human village a visit later. If you don't equip those weapons and armor, then they won't have any effect. What did you just make me say? That was all you. I give up. Just do whatever you want. You have it tough. Good work. Is this really going to be okay? Alright. So yes, we now have, if we go to our change party members, we actually have Momiji with us, but I'll go over that later. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here, and I'm going to go ahead and off-screen getting killed a bunch more times, and then we'll do the event for that. So, be right back. Sorry, a brief little break. As I was doing this, I did get this other achievement, which gave me a training manual. So I'll go ahead and show off that achievement. Alright, venture 10 times into the dungeon. Reward training manual, which means I've died 9 times so far. Celebration for your 10th anniversary. Damn you, Decade. Damn you, Decade. Alright. And I'll go ahead and, training manual gives you a skill point. I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna use it yet. Alright, be right back. Alright, this should be the last one. So yeah, all you have to do is just go into the dungeon with just, like, one person. Preferably someone you don't like. Die, Rinnosuke. That's for making everyone wear fundoshi. There we go. Well, well, I found you at last. That voice. Good day to you. It has been a long time. Gah, it's the annoying one. Really now, who are you calling the annoying one? You guys, just what in the world have you been doing these days? I heard from an acquaintance you've been neglecting the shrine to go to some random place. You've been coming back all tattered and torn. You're not up to no good again, are you? Saying up to no good is rude. We're helping people with this. Helping people? That's what she said. Well, it will eventually be helpful to humans. Recently we've been going through the Great Tree. We were asked to do something about that Great Tree. I think A thing like that is a real bother, wouldn't you agree? I see, so it's the reason you abandoned the shrine and coming back all worn out. So, what are things like inside the Great Tree? Isn't that dangerous? Pretty much is. We're just about dealing with it though. You guys have been the talk of the town. The villagers kept talking about how you're coming back looking all worn out every time. Based on those reports, you'll need something a lot more convincing to prove to me that you're doing fine. Can't be helped. I will follow you as well from now on. How did I get to that? Well, we should be happy to increase our battle potential, but are you really okay with it? At this point, can it really be helped? You keep coming back all battered and bruised. Once something more serious happens, it would already be too late to do anything. Well, we're really happy to increase our party, but can you just please keep your preaching to a minimum? That will depend on your behavior. Kasen Ibara joined the party. So this is Kasen. Kasen's from the comic, one of the comics. She's known as the one-armed hermit or something like that. Like her arm that's wrapped in bandages is actually like made up of like black smoke or something like that. Something weird. Anyway, got ourselves an achievement, which supposedly says it gave us $100, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. The achievements. Pink and bandages, seal of annoyance. Can you fight for 24 hours? So that's what you get for dying 12 times. You get Kasen, who is freaking amazing. So let's go ahead and briefly go ahead and grab these two new characters. Kasen's all the way down the bottom. And Momiji. Go ahead and just briefly show them off. Check status. Alright, Momiji is essentially our first tank. She has really high physical defense. She also has pretty good physical attack and decent speed. She has two abilities. She has Rabies Bite, which is a physical attack that's really good, that does reasonably well against high defense targets. And then she has Expelle's Kanon, which is an AoE physical attack that's rather powerful. Very good for sweeping. And then Kasen. Kasen is all around pretty good. She has really decent physical attack, and she has reasonably good defenses. Both defense and mind are reasonable, and she has reasonable health. Her speed's okay, so she's pretty good all around. The only thing she's not good at is magic, but she doesn't use magic. So she can be a very good tanky second line, second position physical damage dealer. Anyway, now I said physical, but she actually has her main bread and butter attack is a single target move called Hikiri's Cursed Arm, which is a physical dark attack that debuffs attack and speed. So it's a really good attack that has two good stats to debuff on a boss. Also, a lot of the early bosses we're going to fight don't have very much resistance or are vulnerable to dark type attacks. So getting Kasen early is a very good boon. Echo of the Nine Force Gods is an AoE physical attack that's nature-based. That's about it. It's not too good in the beginning simply because a lot of things are resistant to nature, at least for the random encounters. Diving Waltz of the Raiju is a single, I believe it's single target. I haven't used it yet. It's a single target. Actually, I can pull it up. There we go. Yeah, single target wind attack. By sending her Raiju pet to attack, launches a wind spell that targets a single enemy. Can inflict paralysis and lower mind. Pretty useful. I think it has the ability to do some other stats effects, but I don't remember. Anyway, and then her final ability is a self-buff. Increases all of her stats by 30%. It's really useful. Very good for an opener. And that's about it. She has pretty decent MP, at least for the start. She generally runs out of MP very quickly if you use her as a primary damage dealer. But overall, I'll be using Kasen a lot because she's amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and use this special item on her, so she gets more skill points. I don't have enough to learn anything yet. What I'm gonna be focusing on for her is, let me see if I can find it. Fighting Spirit. Every time the user takes an action, Fighting Spirit is increased by 1. Damage dealt is increased and damage taken is reduced by Fighting Spirit level times 5%. Fighting Spirit resets to 0 if the user retreats to the back lines. Fighting Spirit maxes out at Spirit level times 3. So if you max this thing out with 10 skill points, making it level 2, you can have up to 6 Fighting Spirits, which will get you essentially 30% increase in your damage and 30% reduction to the damage she takes, making her a really good bruiser type character. The only catch is if you swap her out, she'll lose all of her stack. But for the most part, I don't intend on swapping her out, so I'm good there. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. Sorry if it went a little bit long. There's a lot of stuff I had to take care of in the beginning. From now on, we should be on track and just exploring the dungeon. So there you go. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Labyrinth of Touhou 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.